Citibank has been acquired by Axis Bank and the acquisition is finally complete. Well, guys, let me take a back step and give you the appropriate news. Citibank's India consumer business has been acquired by Axis Bank. It is not that the entire worldwide Citi group has been acquired by Axis Bank. And Axis had to spend 11,600 crores to acquire this Citibank's India consumer business. And what is all that it is getting? Number one, the loans. Number two, credit cards. Number three, the retail branches that where you and I go if we have any queries. And finally, they are also getting the wealth management division. These are the only four things that Axis is getting for 11,600 crores. Now the question is, why is Citi selling it and why is Axis buying it? Well, to start off with, Citi is not just selling its retail division only in India. It is also selling its retail banking divisions in Australia, Russia, and a few other countries too. And for Axis, it is a fantastic value proposition. To start off with, Citibank has 1,600 plus corporates as its clients. And all the employees working in these corporates have their salary accounts with Citi. This is a fantastic stable business. Well, even you and I, it's very difficult to change our bank accounts, right? We don't do that normally. And now imagine if a corporate has a relationship with Citi, it's very, very hard to break these relationships. So these are stable businesses. And Axis is getting 1,600 plus stable businesses on its books going forward. And the second thing, Citi's customers have on average 50% more money in their current and savings accounts compared to Axis Bank customers, which means Axis Bank is getting access to richer customers, wealthier customers. Definitely not all customers are the same. Now, why would Citi sell such an interesting piece of business where it is making money too? To understand this, let's take a step back and realize that it is not just Citi. A lot of international banks have sold their Indian operations in the last few years. Royal Bank of Scotland, Standard Chartered, then HSBC, all these guys have shut their Indian operations a few years back. One of the starting primary reasons is the increase in competition. The competition is not just coming from HDFC, ICICI or any of these big banks. Competition is also now coming from Paytms. Paytm is also offering you and I loan. They have massive penetration into the masses. And these big guys will take a lot more time to get the penetration that Paytm has. The second issue for these guys is there are a lot of regulations and restrictions from the government specific to international banks. Those regulations and restrictions are not applicable to the local banks, which doesn't make it a fair playing field. And now to think about it, for example, if you have 10 rupees and if you want to invest 10 rupees to option A and invest 10 rupees through option B, imagine your cost, your effort, your time, money, everything is the same to get to these opportunities. Where and which opportunity would you choose? You will pick the opportunity where there are less headaches and probably more profits. This is what Citi is also doing. Their core bread and butter business is investment banking division. And if they look at that opportunity cost analysis, this, by the way, comparison of where you get more money versus where the cost is high is called as opportunity analysis, opportunity cost analysis. Please do go ahead, read about this term. This is a very important term in the business world. Almost all the companies do this analysis when they are about to sell something, buy something, these kind of things. Now, not just for the Citi, but for almost all the international banks, they do these analysis, and now the answer is pretty clear. They rather leave the Indian consumer business and focus and take that effort, money, and put it somewhere else. And finally, if some other bank like Axis Bank is coming and saying, we will pay you 11,600 crores, why don't you give me your assets? Well, they'll take it. Now, if you are a business student or an entrepreneur, you need to learn a few key takeaways from this entire scenario. The first one, realize that not every customer is the same. Similarly, not every prospective customer is also the same. There are some people who give you more revenues, more profits compared to others. Where you want to spend that time, effort, and also derive that maximum benefits is something which you can understand through opportunity cost analysis. So understand the customer and also complete that opportunity cost analysis to take a step forward. That will help you save time and probably not get you into these unnecessary competitions. And number two, if you are not playing on a level playing field, if you have a different set of conditions versus some other local player, then you need to know what you want to do. Is it really worth the time and money and effort to spend your time there? Well, I hope you agree with the analysis And please do let me know if you have any more questions and I'll be happy to take them. Thank you guys. See you again tomorrow. Bye bye.